The general in front of him was about to be burned into a terracotta warrior. He tried hard to hold back his tears. He saw the craftsman wrapping the man with gauze and then covering his whole body with thousand-year-old mud. Just because he had an affair with Qin Shihuang's beloved concubine Han Dong'er, he was ordered to be made into a living terracotta warrior. After the craftsman's meticulous carving, a living terracotta warrior of Qin Shihuang, the richest man, was completed. Then Qin Shihuang gave an order, and the soldiers pushed the living terracotta warrior into the kiln at 10,000 degrees, and a raging fire began to burn in the kiln. At this time, Han Dong'er's heart suddenly hurt, and he knelt down and asked the emperor to let him stay with the general for a while. Taking advantage of the gap when Qin Shihuang left, Dong'er ran to the fire as fast as the wind, and was sprayed by the flames in the shocked eyes of others. He wanted to be with his lover forever. As time passed quickly, until 1930 in the Republic of China, two fearless tomb robbers accidentally sneaked into the mausoleum of the first emperor. The scene before them shocked them completely. Countless terracotta warriors were rehearsing neatly in the White Hall, and each of them had a different appearance and expression. One of the very handsome terracotta warriors caught their attention. When the man approached, he found that he looked exactly like himself. At this time, the woman felt that the Qin Emperor's mausoleum was too gloomy, so she pulled the man and prepared to leave. But the next second a strange sound suddenly came out. In order to verify his judgment, the man deliberately leaned forward and listened carefully, but the next second the terracotta warriors broke into pieces and something fell out of it. When he picked it up, he found that it was half a jade pendant, exactly the same as the one the woman was wearing, and the two jade pendants could just fit together. The next second, a magical light instantly appeared in the clouds, not only illuminating the entire underground palace, but also injecting the memory of the terracotta warriors into the man's mind. Suddenly, the soul of the terracotta warrior left his body and entered the man's body. With his roar, the terracotta warrior collapsed instantly, and his sword flew into the man's hand. Now this man was no longer a man, but the great General Meng Tanfa from 1,000 years ago. The girl felt that the man seemed to have changed, and the two immediately quarreled. But the woman just thought that the man was poisoned by blood, so she had to admit that she was Dong'er and coaxed him to leave the imperial mausoleum together. But when the two arrived at the entrance of the mausoleum, the woman and the man woke up again. He found that everything was very strange. He still thought he was living in the Qin Dynasty and said that his name was not Lan Tan but Meng Tanfa. The doctor felt that he was a little mentally abnormal and asked about his occupation. So the doctor immediately asserted that this person suffered from severe mental illness and ordered the nurse to give him an injection. But how could these few people catch the ancient general? He easily escaped from the hospital with his feet, and stunned the people around him in an instant. Then he found the girl in his armor. After changing the armor, he told the girl that he would take her away from this place of trouble when he found his warhorse. The girl thought that Lantern must be sick and confused, and prepared to send him to the hospital. But when the man went out, he felt that the world had changed. He saw the car and thought it was a monster. What kind of monster? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn the bell notifications on for never miss an update.